Never trust an exercise that can build you into a beast and break you in half, unless you learn the rules. Stick around, because one of these carries might be quietly crushing your spine. You've seen the viral clips, someone marching with 2 monster dumbbells, traps touching their ears, looking like a human forklift. Then another clip, same weight but only in one hand, fighting to stay upright like a drunk tightrope walker. Both moves claim to forge ironclad grip, bulletproof cores, and farmer-strong backs. But which one actually delivers the goods without sending you to the chiropractor? Today we pit the classic farmer's carry against the stealthy suitcase carry and dig into the science, the myths, and the gritty reality, so you can train smarter, not sorrier. Let's start with the farmer's carry, the strength world's equivalent of towing a truck with your bare hands. You pick up heavy objects in both hands, kettlebells, dumbbells, trap bar handles, and you walk. Simple but savage. Studies at McGill University clock spinal compression loads north of 6 times body weight when people go heavy enough. That's like stacking 2 SUVs on your lumbar vertebrae every step. The payoff? A monster grip. Your flexor digitorum profundus, the deep meat of your forearm, fires like a car crusher, pumping to 100% of its max voluntary contraction. Traps? Lit like Christmas. Upper back, glutes, quads, everyone shows up to the party. It's a walking total body deadlift. Now the flip side, that same axial loading has limits. Stuart McGill, arguably the spine guy, notes that repeated high-load carries can heighten the risk of disc irritation if your core bracing leaks. The farmer's carry is safe if you treat it like a loaded barbell, progressive overload, tight posture, volume control. Abuse it, and your discs feel like jelly donuts under a steamroller. Enter the suitcase carry, 1 weight, 1 hand, long walk. Think of it as the farmer's carry's cunning cousin. Because the load is asymmetrical, your obliques, quadratus lumborum, and transverse abdominis ignite to keep you from tilting. Researchers from the National Strength and Conditioning Association measured up to 40% higher activation in those antilateral flexion muscles compared to bilateral carries at equal loads. Translation, it's a rolling side plank on feet. Less load means less spinal compression, about 45% lower peak forces than a farmer's carry of the same absolute weight. Yet you still hammer grip endurance and shoulder stability, especially the rotator cuff, as it fights dangling torque. Plus, everyday life is asymmetrical. Groceries, luggage, wiggling toddlers. Training that pattern hard-codes real-world strength. But there's nuance. If you've ever tried the kettlebell mile, 30% of your body weight in one hand for a mile, switching as needed, you know the shoulder burn, the grip fade, the core scream. Good news, because you keep swapping sides, each stabilizer gets micro-rests, staying aerobic instead of drowning in lactic acid. Bad news, imbalances jump out. If your left side can't hold your torso vertical, you'll list like the Titanic, and that tells you something you need to fix. Grip gains. Suitcase carries still boost crushing strength but plateau sooner because total load potential is lower. You won't see many people hauling twin 150-pound dumbbells on one side. Farmer's carries let you load the bar with cartoon-level weight, which stretches connective tissue and bone density more aggressively. So if raw grip and yoke size are top of your wish list, the farmer's carry still rules. Here's where lifters stumble. They treat the farmer's carry and the suitcase carry as interchangeable toys. Same sets, same loads, same weekly volume. Then the "oh my back" tweets roll in. The real issue isn't which carry you choose, it's mismatching the move to your body's needs. If you're a desk-bound mortal with cranky discs, jumping straight into weekly heavy farmer's marches is like skydiving with a beach umbrella. On the flip side, athletes chasing maximal hand strength often neglect unilateral stability until knee valleys cave in under a barbell squat. The challenge is finding a framework that feeds both beasts without overcooking either. Solution? Periodize carries like any other lift. Block 1. Unilateral foundation. 4 weeks of suitcase carries at moderate weight, aiming for 60 to 90-second sets. Think RPE 6 to 7. Challenging but sustainable. This teaches your spine to stay tall, lights up asymmetries, and preps tissues for heavier compressive loads. Use a suitcase test. Can you walk 100 feet with 50% body weight in one hand without drifting? If not, keep working. Block 2. Bilateral power. Shift to farmer's carries twice a week. Start at 70% of the load you'd normally deadlift for 5 reps and walk for distance, not time, 20 to 30 meters. Keeps posture crisp. Gradually bump load 5 to 10% weekly while dropping distance to maintain tension without sloppy steps. Every 3rd week, inject the kettlebell mile as a deload session. 30% body weight, switch hands whenever grip goes. It feels lighter but smokes endurance and reinforces posture. By alternating stresses, you spare joints, strengthen weak links, and still chase big dog numbers. Programming tips: keep shoulders packed down. Shrugging under load shortens your neck and blitzes cervical discs. Brace as if someone will punch you every step. No belly relax. Barefoot or minimal shoes boost proprioception, but only on safe surfaces. Stop the set the instant posture crumbles. Hero walks belong in movies, not rehab clinics. Picture this. After 8 weeks, you retest, the classic trap bar pick and hold. You hoist 1.75 times body weight in each hand and stand tall for 15 angry seconds. Forearms flare, ears ring, but the spine? Solid. No pinches, no wobbles. Then you grab one kettlebell, same weight, and stride 100 feet without a tilt. That's the aha moment. The numbers prove it. Combining both carries didn't just add performance, it armored your midline. You're stronger and safer. That's the sweet spot where science and sweat meet. Farmer's carries are the heavyweight champs for total body tension and grip dominance, but they slam your spine like a sledgehammer if you rush the process. Suitcase carries train side-to-side stability and real-life strength with a lighter spinal bill, yet they cap out on absolute load. Marry the two intelligently, prioritize unilateral control first, then pile on bilateral power, and you'll get gorilla hands and a titanium trunk without paying pain management rent. Ready for more spine-saving strength? Hit play on the next video and carry on.